Yo, what's going on YouTube? It's your boy Light back with another YouTube video. And in today's video we got Logan 2017 review here on the channel today. So Logan, one of the not first R-rated movies, but it was one of the first rated R movies. And it's depicted to be one of the best superhero films. A lot of people think that. I'm personally, I would say he's top 5 for me. I really enjoy this movie as well. So, yeah. So, so, warning, spoilers ahead. Uh, I never do anything non-spoiler unless I say so. So that's important to note as well. But, yeah. If you're new to the channel and with my reviews and stuff, pretty much what with my reviews, I do positives and I do negatives, and then I give my overall rating slash thoughts on the whole movie. So yeah. So the positives. Let's start off with the positives here. So the first positive is it's very realistic. Now this movie takes place in about 2038, I believe. Somewhere it's in the distant future. That's what I'm gonna say. So it takes place in the distant future, so you have a lot more like leniency towards doing like or it actually takes place in like 2029, I think, or something like that. That's a bit off topic, but it gives it leniency to be realistic, and it kind of set after the events of all these X-Men movies and all this stuff. And we know Logan, for example, he doesn't age. Or he does kind of. He does very slightly, but he's alive for a long time. Presumably, in this movie, all the X Men are dead except for Charles Xavier and Caliban. Sorry, that's his name. Sorry. So that's interesting to note as well. But there's also other mutants, so don't worry about that. But per se, in this movie, that's the three we see really. And you could see also how realistic it is, because when you're seeing everybody die around you, you're alive for centuries. You watch friends die, you watch the world kind of goes through different changes. Your life pretty much goes to shit. Uh, all these different things. It's gonna take a mental toll on your brain, and that's what I like about this movie as well. Is it's very realistic. I mean, it's pretty dark, but it's realistic to where you think, what is a person gonna do after all this time? Like, are they just gonna just straight up just live their life or whatever? Uh, and a lot of this movie deals with the fact that Logan kind of doesn't want to live that much anymore. I mean, he's pretty much tired of life, pretty much, and going on one last adventure, pretty much. So, I like that aspect of the movie. I mean, I don't like it, but I like it for its realism. That's what I like about it. So, yeah. The next thing would probably be cinematography. Now, this is a very much a lot of adventure movie. Like, it takes place across different states and stuff like that in the United States. And I thought, yes, the cinematography, well, while they were driving through these different places, were on point. Like, I thought the cinematography, especially with when they were driving through the desert, I thought that was really well done. And even on the end fight scene, when they're running through the forest, I thought that was beautiful cinematography. Very, very much props to the people who did that, the cinematography people. I thought they did a really good job, and the director as well did a fantastic job in terms of cinematography. Character wise, it was really well done. As I said before, Logan is definitely a layered character in this. Charles Xavier's pretty cool as well. X-23, it was interesting to see exactly who she was, because personally I wasn't even too sure exactly how she was related to Logan at first, and then I realized exactly how she was. So yeah, there's that as well, because we actually got a scene in Apocalypse showing that as well. In the post-credit scene, we saw somebody taking Logan's blood, so that's how it kind of connected. I never realized that before too, but yeah, I thought that was interesting as well. I thought it was just layering that character. Um, The score was really pretty. It was really good as well. I really enjoyed the score. Really fits the scenes and all of that. Really well done. Acting was awesome. I think Hugh Jackman did a phenomenal job as Wolverine. Maybe one of his best performances. I would say this, or maybe even the Wolverine. He does a pretty good job. But I mean, Logan, he did a really awesome job, especially in the R rating and stuff like that, where you have to act a bit different for that, especially because it's more centered around I mean, not kids. More adults, not very much kids and stuff like that. So it's different kind of dialogue, especially with like cursing and stuff like that, or saying certain things or acting a certain way. Especially because he's in this movie, he's very much more like kill heavy and stuff like that. Whereas in per se the X-Men movies, he wasn't too much kill heavy, killing everybody and stuff like that. I mean, he was killing people, but it wasn't that bad. Uh, Story slash plot was pretty interesting. I like how they showcased the action and adventure aspect of this movie, as well as the fact that it was kind of showcasing father daughter kind of come together movie kind of thing, which I thought was really interesting as well. And the fighting scenes were pretty good. Uh, yeah, action wise as well, it was really well done. I really liked the fight scenes. I especially liked the ending fight scenes. I thought it was pretty good. I mean, it was pretty epic, pretty interesting. Very violent though, but very good in terms of action. Uh, Negative wise, uh, I I don't know. I'll put this in the middle to be honest with you guys. Uh, just for the fact that the villain was a bit off. I mean, I didn't really understand the villain. I mean, it was more kind of he was versing his younger self, or at least I think that, or a clone of himself is better worded. Uh, and just the mutants finding them. I mean, they were all right villains. I didn't mind it too much, and it's more focused on Logan. It's not like a typical superhero film, so that's exactly why I'm kind of putting it more to the positives. But it definitely is kind of leaning to the negative, but I'll keep it as positive. But yeah. Anyways, I guess I'll give my overall rating slash thoughts. Now my thoughts. I really like the movie for all those reasons I just mentioned, but I'm a real huge fan of the realism. I think this does is the most one of the most realistic movies, superhero movies ever. Just for the fact exactly it deals with heavy topics. I liked I like the acting. This is one of the more better acting films ever, in my personal opinion. Other than maybe The Dark Knight, especially with Heath Ledger. But I thought Hugh Jackman did an awesome job and Patrick Stewart did an awesome job. I definitely liked how they introduced also X-23 was definitely an interesting thing. I'm pretty sad that they didn't bother making any follow up to that, but it's whatever, honestly. Uh, but yeah, do I think it's one of the best superhero movies? Yes, I do. I think it's definitely my personal opinion. In my personal opinion, I think it's top five easy. I mean, if we're talking about films, I think it's maybe top two, top three. But if we're talking just all around superhero films, I have like lots of nostalgia for the MCU. Obviously, DCU is pretty. Some of the movies in DCU is pretty interesting. But I'm getting a bit off topic here. But anyways, my overall rating is I'm gonna give this a 10 out of 10. I mean, I know what I said about the villain thing, but I honestly don't consider it too much to be a negative. But yeah, I'm considering it to be a positive. So yeah, 10 out of 10 movie, really good movie. Anyways, thanks for watching. Make sure you like and subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.